Outdoors here, and we're back for another video. I know it's been a long time, but I am going to make up for that this deer season. It's that time of year again, like I just said. It's deer season, because I just said that. Today we are going to talk about, obviously, as you know from the title of this video, well, let's just say you're starting to get into hunting. You want to know what bow you should get, we should start out with what would be good for you. So basically I'm going to do a series. Basically we're going to do all things to get into hunting. Bows, equipment, stuff to get your license, any excess gear after that, and then stands and stuff like that. Which will probably go into excess gear, but we'll see. You'll see. So first off, I'm gonna do 3 categories. There's gonna be your cheapest, your mid, which is like your middle class. Then you got your most expensive option. You don't need, now before I start, you don't need all your expensive options. You don't need the best bow out there. You can hunt with the cheapest. You just need a bow that is reliable for you and that you can take down a buck with, or a doe. So first off, I'm gonna start off with our cheaper side. This is my buddy's Browning. It is supposedly the Mirage series. It's a 50 to 70 pound bow. Has a 28 to 30 inch draw length. He bought this at an antique shop. I don't know, it came with all of the stuff. I think it even came with a quiver, but that's at his house right now. All he wanted me to do was sight it in. Basically, I'm pretty sure what this cost him was like 70 bucks. So, if you guys know and you've done your research on bows and how much they are, that's extremely cheap. I've shot this thing. He might need to amp up the poundage just a few more pounds. That's about it. But other than that, it's good. It doesn't have a stabilizer or anything like that. It just has, rest, a drop away rest, an old fashioned one, 1-pin sight, your D-loop, peep sight, that's it, and the quiver. This thing will definitely get him a buck this year, or a doe. Hopefully we can get him on a deer this year. We're going to be filming that too, so you're going to be seeing that this season. You're also going to probably be seeing him film me do a hunt, because I'm going to try and get a buck this year with my brand new bow, which y'all will see in a second. It's in the background. But this is probably your cheapest option. It'll do good. It shoots nice. It's a great bow for how much it is. I think it honestly could have gone for more than 70 bucks. But I don't know how antique malls do it, but you can get some pretty nice stuff there. Or if you go to a garage sale, you can usually find some pretty nice bows. But there's a couple things you want to watch out for. You want to watch out for bends and stuff, breaks, frayed cables. A lot of times people will just wax them to, kind of like hide the frays, kind of like put it all back together. So then it doesn't look like the cables are real bad. All right, for our second category, we are going to be doing combos. Now this is your middle class, this is not bare bow. This is going to be probably in the, well, I've seen some for 200, but I'd probably say you're going to want to go up a little bit more to about that 300 to $700 range. This is my first bow ever. It's a PSC Archery Brute Force Light. It is a combo, or a full package. You get the sight, stabilizer, wrist sling, peep sight, D-loop, and quiver, and you get the whisker biscuit. So basically you get all that for the bow, and it's gonna cost you, I think this cost me around 600 bucks out the door, and then $650 because I got a $50 release. It's a great bow. I'd say if you're gonna begin, I'd say if you have the money, go with a combo. I don't remember if they're called Bear Archery or Grizzly, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's Bear Archery. They have some. I'm not a big fan of them. The only thing I would say I'd have to complain about this, which is kind of a big one, they're cables. These things stretched after, not too long. Well, actually, I got about a year's use out of it, and then it started stretching, so but I still have gone 2 years. It shoots fine. The poundage went down. I amped up the poundage again. Probably gonna get the new cables next year next year or so, because I still want to keep this bow, because this is also gonna be my bows for people who come out here that have their license and have their tags, because I'm not gonna let them hunt with me if they don't have those. I'm not gonna let them hunt with me if they don't have those. But if they do, I'll let them use this. Or if if their bow is broke, I will let them use this, as long as it fits their needs and everything like that. So that's that. This is what I would recommend getting. If you have the money, save it up. It'll be worth. This third category, I recommend doing this if you have done this for at least a couple of years. You want to stick with this sport. You have the money, and that you're not going to get tired of this. And this is where you're going to spend some money. This is where you start buying bear bows that are going to cost you a lot. This is my brand new Hoyt RX1. This is Hoyt's 2018 bow. Their newest one is the Hoyt RX3. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the look of it. I bought the Hoyt RX1. It's the one I've wanted since freshman year. Because I think Hoyt comes out with their bows for the next year every November. So I don't know if they're doing this one this year, because they just made a new target archery bow. I don't know what it's called. And last November or late October, they came out with the RX3, and the one before that, which was supposedly this year's bow. And then last year, for that year, was the RX1. And when I saw this thing, I was just getting into bows. I didn't have the money because I just spent it all on that PSE Brute Force. I saw it and I fell in love with it. Carbon riser. You have it's a sweet bow. I love the way it looks. It's just clean. You gotta love it. The thing about carbon fiber, I'm pretty sure they're a lot more expensive to make. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure they are. They hold a lot better heat in the cold. I've actually noticed that from my aluminum bow right here. Because I was shooting this one today, and it was, kind of chilly out. I didn't get cold with my hands at all. I got this thing, bear bow. They were having it at $1,500, but the guy said he'd sell it to me for $1,200. That's bear bow. Then you get your sight, your stabilizer, your drop away rest. I like drop away rest. I just feel like it flies a little better when it does it. And I just like, the sleek design of it. And the quiver. That cost me all around, I think it was $1,600. I'm not trying to, flaunt the money or anything like that. I'm just saying, because that's how much a bow like this will probably be. And there's some bows, let's say if I went with the RX3, that bear bow would have cost me $1,600. So if I went with the RX3, I would have, if bear bow is just the same exact amount as this thing. So I got the hell of a deal with buying this. And I love the way this one looks a lot more than the RX3. So I got what I want, and I'm really happy. I used the money I've saved up for quite a while. I sold some things that I needed to get rid of, and I bought this. And I am super happy about it. Now, like I said, this is where you're going to be using some money. These bows are going to shoot faster most of the time, shoot farther, shoot harder. I'm running a 1-pin sight on this right now. It's a Fuse archery sight. I am I can't remember what the exact site was. I will look that up in a little bit. Sorry, I gotta get that out of my face. I love it. I love this bow. I can't get it. Can't get enough of it. But anyways, that is where you're gonna be spending some money. And I don't recommend doing that if you're just starting out. Now, I've actually seen on eBay the RX1s and let's say RX3s. I've never seen a lot of RX3s on eBay, but I've seen a lot of RX1s. The Hoyt Hyperforce, which is 2018's aluminum bow. And I've seen a combo, someone that was selling the entire Hoyt RX1 with a new sight, new stabilizer, and rest, all for $900. But the thing is though, I wouldn't have bought that. The reason I didn't was because if I'm gonna buy something, I want to buy it new, and I want to make sure I buy it and I want to make sure I get my money's worth. If I buy a $900 bow, that's usually, way more than that, because the accessories on there were way more expensive, and it could have gone for $1,500. Now, I'm not saying it was this way, but it could have had scratches, frayed strings a little bit, but he could have been hiding that with wax. He could have had some screw ups in the sight. So basically, I'm just saying, like, it could have been so bad where I probably could have had to rechange everything. But I'm not saying that was the exact thing, but that's what could have happened. So that's pretty much all I got for my 3 categories on what type of bow you should buy. Now, like I said, take this in. Do not take this lightly. You do not have to buy the best bow out there. You do not have to buy the most expensive, best technology bow out there. Buy a bow that you like, that is suitable for your needs, and that you'll be able to take down a deer with, or a turkey, whatever you're hunting for. That is all I have to talk about today on the G-Man Outdoors channel. I will be coming back next time with your clothing that you should be wearing on the different types of climate of hunting, whether it's cold, hot, whatever. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time for our next video. Peace.